Oh, it's bright. Hey y'all, it's Amanda, and today we're going to be transforming these two vintage urns for the winter season. Okay, so this is the backyard. This faces my house, and there's windows that go into my living room, and these two urns are featured through the living room window. And I would like to look at them throughout the entire winter season and really enjoy them. Last year I did some really beautiful snowman topiaries, and I'll put those up for you to see. This year, I'm going to go a little bit of a different approach, a little bit more natural and soft, and something that I can leave longer through the winter. Now, I've got a couple of things out here already. I've got some of my lights, my solar powered lights. I've got them out here, been charging up for a day, which I'm really excited about. These currently have Eugenia topiaries. This one died during the summer. This one's still doing really good. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one or not. But let's go ahead and start with just cleaning these out. Now I get a lot of questions about where I got these topiaries. I got them from a, I don't know about that. Let me see how close I can get over here. I got them from like a rental company that was going out of business. So, to be safer, I'm going to lift this whole thing and put it on the ground. Oh yeah, that'll be better. For a second there, I was thinking, you know what? This ain't gonna work out good. Okay, and as I thought, the roots have grown all the way through that soil. That soil has not been changed out in a couple of seasons. So we will refresh this. Whew. Yeah, I got these from a rental company, like an event rental company that was going out of business. And I originally bought 4 of them. I gave 2 of them to Kristen. And I'm obsessed with them. I think they're beautiful focal points in the garden. See, look at me using my legs. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pre-fill these back up with raised bed soil, potting soil. All right, I'm gonna compact this a little bit. I'm gonna tuck in the trash bag. Okay, so next up, I've got a couple of 18-inch grapevine wreaths. I'm wanting to put them like this in the containers, and I want to wrap this with lights. So the lights I have are right here. They are solar powered lights. So let's start simple. Let me take this off for a second. I'm basically going to start with just wrapping these around the grapevine. Okay, so I've got this wrapped up, and I want it to sit like right here in the center. Got some of these giant like metal hook things, and I was thinking if I could put one on each side, that it would hold them in place. Might need a little more. Let me try. I think I'm also going to put a stake kind of through the middle of the wreath as well, just like that. And then right here is the solar pack. Let's see. Just like that. And I want to put that towards the back. Where you guys are is the back of the urn. All right, let's do that on the other side. Okay, sweet. I think they look good. Okay, now we're ready to start filling it in. I feel like this one's a little crooked. Yeah. Okay, I've got some old greenery branches from an old Christmas tree that my dad took apart for me because he's awesome. And this is a really great way to do something on the cheap, y'all. Find somebody who's thrown away their old Christmas tree, take it apart, and reuse the pieces. So what I'm going to do is I just divided it up so I could kind of have a good idea of what all I have. You definitely want to fluff these as much as possible. I'm really not trying to go buy a lot for these designs, just because these are just going to be sitting out in the elements. So I'm trying to utilize a lot of what I have. So I think we'll use some faux, some natural, and see how far we can get without purchasing anything. So with my current pile, I divided them up to make sure I have enough for both. And I'm going to start working these picks in. Now, I am going to be in consideration, you guys are at the back. I'll move y'all in a second. In consideration that this side is the front. I don't really care as much on the back. So if I don't have enough decor, I'll put less on the back because I won't really be able to see that from my living room window. And that's what this is really all about, is that these urns are visual from my indoor space. So just going on around, working these in. They have a little bit of pine cones on them. Let's work this side. Now you guys are at the front of the urn. And while I don't expect these to be perfectly matching, I do want them to be coordinated with one another. I've been looking forward to doing this project. Just trying to get to the day where I had time to do it. I'm excited. I didn't decorate these for fall like I did last year. Life was just a little hectic. So I am really happy to get out here now and do it. Okay, next I've got a willow branch that I had trimmed sometime in the fall. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start bringing the branches and pulling them down and around to the base. And I'm thinking that this could end up being a really pretty addition. So I pulled them all the way around here. And I'm going to use a little bit of my garden Velcro and all those wispy branches that were flying everywhere. I'm just going to secure them to this main branch. If I can ever get the Velcro undone. I'm going to pull it tight to hold it in place. All right, I'm going to cut off the smaller pieces and then come through, push this into the soil. I can bring some of it on one side of the wreath and some of it on the other. Okay, I've also got some eggplant branches that's dried back. I love the idea of utilizing natural elements. And then I do want to incorporate, I didn't want to do a ton of color because I really want it to be winter, but I do have these berries all over my front porch, these faux berries. So I would like to put one in here just for a touch of color. See, I'm spreading them all out like that. I don't think these are eggplant branches. I think these are lantana. Definitely, if you're on a budget, just use a bunch of natural elements like this that you've cut back or that's already been touched by frost in your garden. And then throw some lights on it. Pretty pretty. We can't do real evergreens, like branches like stuck down in here like on people up in the north can. We don't really get a good freeze, enough to freeze the soil solid and to freeze all those in, so it doesn't really work for us. But faux is great, and I don't have a lot of evergreens on my property, so I can't go like cut them. And then if you go buy them from the florist, they're not cheap. So this works really well for me. Okay, and I've got some of these old, beautiful snowflakes. They're just plastic. I used them for years in decor. I'd like to work one to the center. Oh yeah, and the light cuts through them. Very pretty. Okay, and finally, debating tucking in A few pine cones in a few places. Nothing crazy. And I'm really just focusing them on the front. Okay, I'm incredibly pleased with how they turned out. It feels good to be outside. We started the morning at 36 degrees. It's now 62. That is very Texas, very North Texas weather, to have massive swings in temperature until we really get into mid to late January. February, it's just cold all the time. But we're definitely at that time of the year where really boots and coats in the mornings and short sleeves in the afternoons. But felt really good to be out here in the fresh air and the sunshine, get these done. Very pleased with how little I had to purchase for these designs. And like I said, if you're someone's on a budget, just cut a bunch of natural stuff from your garden. You know, even if you've already had your frost, even if things are dying back. I was just looking at a bunch of the peppers, my bell peppers and such, that all died in the freeze and all their foliage turned yellow. That would be beautiful to put in here. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today. If you're like me and you are on a journey, a gardening journey, and you would like to do that with some gardening friends, check out my Patreon community. The link is in the video description below. It's a great holiday present to gift yourself for the new year. It's a great group of people to just go in and talk about gardening on a daily basis. We have lives, we have exclusive videos, we have photo sharing, and we have group chats. So check us out. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.